Yeah, here I am back at the grind here, and this is the neighbor's trailer, Gerard, and he's very kind and lets Gus and I use it whenever we want to. So there was the fenders were rotted right off of it. So Gus asked if I could fix the fenders up. So fixed the fenders up, and then the chains were funky, so I fixed the chains up also. Anyway, it's all done. I'm going to take it out and put it out front, and Gus will get it tomorrow sometime, I think. I don't know if Gerard even knows this is being done. He'll see it first on YouTube, right? Coming to you on the channel on YouTube. So there's the old fenders there, and there's the new fenders there. So anyway, hope you enjoy it. Stick around, you can see what happens. Yeah, a bit of a side trip here. This is Gerard's trailer that we, as people between Gus and myself and Gerard, we sort of use it as if it was all our own, but it needs work on it and fenders. Now that used to be 16 gauge. All I have around here is 18 gauge, so there'll be 18 gauge, but looking like that. And that ought to clean that up a bit. Otherwise, yeah, it's all in good shape. There's that side, and then there's that side. So, this little bit of rust through. Now I was poking at that with a hammer, so just to see how bad it was, and indeed, it's pretty bad. Now my brake over there, the whole distance is like 42 inches. And my brake is only good for about 36 inches, so I'll do them in two halves, because anyhow you gotta slide them in over that. So I'll slide them in and then butt them in the middle. And I'm going to, this here, the fenders were put on first, looks like, I don't know. And then this was put on later. But hard to say, because it was welded here. I don't know. Anyhow, somehow they got the fenders on there, and I guess I'll just slide them in from each side, and that'll be good. Yeah, that's fender number one made, and it fits not badly. Move it that way a tiny bit, right? And it'll fit better. And then that was pretty simple. The other side will be just as simple, and that's all it needs is new fenders. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, now for a little bit of welding, I think, eh? I'm on the trailer here. Just see how things work out. So I'm going to weld the inside seam of this thing, and then I'll have a look and see how the penetration is, so I can just grind it off easy on the back side, and then it'll look good, or on the top side, and then make it invisible maybe, eh? We'll just see what happens here after a bit of welding. Yeah, I welded and welded and welded away on that thing, and the camera was turned off. Smart. So smart. Anyway, I welded up the inside of it here, so it looks pretty good on the inside, but I'm more worried about the outside, so I'll grind that off and see how that looks. Hang on a minute or two. Yeah, a little bit of grinding anyhow. Yeah, that's not a bad weld along there now. And I'll be happy with that. I'll just let it be. The these ones here look okay. And the edges here look okay. I'll just fill that in later, depending on what side's out, eh? So there's one fender done. And I'll get at the other fender tomorrow. Anyhow, that's enough for to. What's going on here, this thing? Oh, I'm zoomed way in. Hang on. How's that? There, now you can see me all. Don't have to be looking at my nose hairs. So there. Not that bad a weld there. Okay. So now I'm see you tomorrow. Yeah, here I am back at the little trailer and fenders. So now likely what I'll do is I'll put a little bit of metal to metal body filler on that just to seal that up, but that'll be later. And then paint it. That'll work good. Okay, later. Now, I have to make another one for that side over there. So I'll just do the exact same thing again. I've got this metal here is most of it. I just need to cut another piece that size out of this great big piece of metal here. So I'll do that. Yeah, there now, fender number 2 comes around in no time flat. Now that's the noise out of that thing, sorry. But I haven't got it joined yet. So I'll do that tomorrow because it's quitting time today. Spent most of the time today on the boat, so, but that's done. Well, mostly done. One more little clip to do on that. Okay, see you later. Yeah, here I am back on the little trailer here. Another day, another week coming up. Well, we'll just see what happens. So I did, any of you that have watched the boat stuff, fixing the boat, that little piece there just fit in like a glove. I should make another one because it fits, this one here fits a little bit tighter than that one, so I don't think it'll fall out, but they'll likely be alright. I can make any as I need them. And I did put those 2 other plugs on the inside. Anyway, there you go. So here we go. Well, I think I'll get this up on the lift a bit so it's a more comfortable height to work on. Yeah, there's fender number 2 made. That's not bad. Where it joins together, you can hardly see it. Fender number 1 is out in the rain, I think. I think it's raining again. Yeah, here it is. Oh, I think the paint dried enough to get. That's good. Now I haven't painted the underneath yet because I got a weld on that. But top is painted, weatherproof, just like that. I still have to finish welding up just on the on here. I haven't decided yet whether I've got the right width on it or not. So I'll just, well, I'll check that out right now. It's hot still. So this will go on right here, and that, can you see in there? Yeah, both ends come around already. Got a little bit of a hoopy thing on the top here, but I think I'll let that be because, and I might even, that one's got a hoopy thing going the other way. I'll just let it be because I think that that'll make it so that it'll, you know, shed water in there. So now I'll paint this, or I'll finish welding here, and then I'll paint that, and then I'll start welding that to the body. Yeah, so here we go. Time to paint up this other one here. Yeah, look at that. It wasn't supposed to start raining until 6 o'clock tonight. It's foggy and raining, and oh dear me. And the window is open on my tractor. Now I gotta go over and close that. Oh dear me. Yeah, so this is, can you see that? That's all welded on. And so I did plug welds all along the top there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is it? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Half a dozen. And then I did just a lap weld here. Now, that's, I think, as good as it was ever done before. So that'll be fine. Now I'll just paint up the inside of it here and call it a done deal. Put the wheel back on it, eh? Yeah, so just by luck it actually went along pretty flat there. And I got that edge there welded on. This plugged up there, plug weld. Now this end here was just out a bit, so I put this contraption on there just to push it in. I don't know if I can see you, get you so you can see any of this, or wait a minute, I'll hang the camera here. You might see some of that, eh? Watch your eyes, see what happens. There, did you see any of that? So now so that's what lap weld along there and plug welds along there. So I do the very center of the plug and then work around like that, or try to. This is a nice one. That's an ugly one, but they come along all right. So I'll finish up this and that'll be fender number 2 on. Good for me. Yeah, there. That's 2 fenders looking pretty good. I got to put the boards back up on the side here now, back the way it was. Then I'll let it down and put the wheels on it and roll it on out of here. But in the meantime, while I was waiting for, I put a coat of paint on them while they were sitting there, waiting for that to dry. The safety chains had some funkiness going on here. So there was that hooked up to a little bit here and then hooked onto this here. So I took out the middleman there and just put it together that way. Same here. Just re-welded that and put this end on it. So hopefully that, I guess they were not long enough and they added on this extension to make it a bit longer. So anyhow, there. That should be okay now. And I'll get those boards up and I'll show you that. Yeah, there we go. That it's out of here. I'll show you it. I'm gonna just take it around front and put it out front. Anyhow, that's Gerard's trailer, and Gerard is kind enough to let us other guys use it. So I guess we should be kind enough to fix the fenders on it. So they look much better than the old ones did. That'll keep it going for a while, I think. kind of see the seam there, but you have to get pretty close to find it. So that's okay with me. It's not a, again, not a concourse finish. You see, this one's got a bit of a bell that way, right? This one's got a bit of a bow that way. So, oh well, that's life in the welding world. Hey, I'll put it up front, and that'll be that. And so, hope you enjoyed it. It's nothing like it. Okay, bye for now. Yeah, here I am. It's, whoa, 13th or 14th? 13th maybe. There's a lone merganser out there doing his thing. Anyway, and the frogs are making noise. There he goes. Well, I don't know if you can see him. He caught wind of the dog. Must have been a pretty big wind here because the chair is blown over. And all the seaweed disappeared. See if I can get this up. There we are. Yeah, so a nice clean beach today. There you go. See you later.